court to order. Today's date is Monday, July 13th, 2026, and let the minutes reflect we have a full court. All commissioners are present. Before we begin, we're going to have our prayer by Elder Adrian Brown, Mr. Brown, and then we'll have our pledges.
Our Heavenly Father, we thank you again for another day that you have given us to serve you. We ask that you'll be with each one here, be with the proceedings here, and for your guidance in what you would have done. Be with those that are missing, especially be with Rachel and Joe in their travels. Continue to watch over them. Be with the rest of us that are here that have sick loved ones or that aren't here yet, that are on their way. Give them traveling mercies and give them arrive safely. Continue to guide and direct in all things. As far as the proceedings here today, we pray in your name. Amen.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible.
Agenda item number 3, we have any public comments? No public comments. Agenda item number 4, certificates of completion awards and bond continuations. Oh. Okay. Agenda item number 5, we have extension activity reports. We have anybody from AgriLife here that wants to?
They were, but they left.
If not, I'll give you a few minutes, commissioners, to look that over. All right, we move to agenda item number 6. We have Commissioner King, Precinct 2, Jason Causey, IT Director, discuss take action on tax cybersecurity course enrollment.
Hand it over to Mr. Causey.
Good morning, Commissioners. This is just to approve our enrollment into the annual cybersecurity course take.
I'm seeing some that says we also have some mandatory AI training that's due by the end of next month too. Is that
Yes,
part of
sir.
this, or is it
That's
included
added
in
to it.
this, or is it separate?
It'll be in the same program. Yeah. With no extra cost. It's still $5.
I'll entertain a motion on agenda item number 6.
I'll make a motion to go into tax cybersecurity course enrollment along with the AI.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner King, seconded by Commissioner Aiken. Any other discussion regarding this agenda item? Hear none, I'll call for the vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against? Ayes have it, motion passes. Hey, Jason, before you leave, can you pick up that microphone a little bit? We're barely, there you go, perfect. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, sir. Agenda item number 7, we have Scott Aiken, Commissioner Precinct 4, discuss take action upon accepting the resignation of Quentin Kielbasa from ESD1 Board of Commissioners.
President, Trainer, or Chief, do y'all want to speak on it, or you want me? Okay, so Mr. Kielbasa is going to step down from being on the board, and he tendered his resignation to the ESD. So we need to accept it, and then we'll deal with the next agenda item.
Got it.
I make a motion that we accept the resignation of Quentin Kielbasa from the ESD1 Board of Commissioners.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Aiken, seconded by Commissioner Perodolo. Is there any other discussion regarding this agenda item? Hearing none, I'll call for the vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against? Ayes have it, motion passes. Now we move to agenda item number 8. Again, Commissioner Aiken, discuss take action on appointing Richard L. Jackson to the ESD number 1 Board of Commissioners.
Are you agreeing with me? I knew I could pick on you on that, and since she used to serve in his office. So, retired Judge Jackson has been kind enough to be an advisory member for several years, since the east side of the county was annexed, and now he's going to be able to move into a role to where he has, going to be serving as a voting member. But anything you want to say, sir? Well, I make a motion that we accept the recommendation of the board and place Richard L. Jackson as the newest Board of Commissioners member on ESD 1. Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Aiken, seconded by Commissioner Perdola. Any other discussion regarding this agenda item? Hear none, I call for the vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against? Ayes have it, motion passes. Judge, we're going to wait till the next, one more item, then we'll bring both you new commissioners up here. And by the way, welcome to your home again. I hope you don't have PTSD when you walked in here or anything. Agenda item number 9, we go to Commissioner King, discuss and take action to accept the resignation of Mike Jackson from ESD number 5 Board of Commissioners.
Yeah, so, Mr. Jackson put in his resignation with ESD 5, so step down. I make a motion that we accept the resignation for Mike Jackson to step down out of ESD 5.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner King, seconded by Commissioner Martin. Any other discussion regarding this agenda item? Hearing none, I'll call for the vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against? Ayes have it, motion passes. Move to agenda item number 9B. That was 9A. 9B, discuss take action to appoint Xavier Salas to ESD number 5 Board of Commissioners.
So, Mr. Salas decided to step up and take that spot on ESD 5, so I make a motion to appoint to Commissioner Xavier Salas to ESD 5 Board of Commissioners.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner King, seconded by Commissioner Martin. Any other discussion regarding 9B? Hear none, I call for the vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against? Ayes have it, motion passes. Can I have Judge and Mr. Salas, if you'll just stand right, I'll swear you all in, and I'll say the words for you. All you have to do is say, okay. I state your name. Do solemnly swear or affirm that I will faithfully execute the duties of the office of ESD number 5 and number 1. Well, yeah, no. I was going to give you a break and I'll do it for you so you don't have to remember it because everybody gets messed up with it. Of the state of Texas, and will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution and the laws of the United States, of the state, so help you God. Thank you, guys.
Thank you for serving.
Over here, and thank you for doing this. Let me get you
Thanks,
some
Judge.
more.
Yeah. Judge.
Push that up a bit more. No, that's good. Okay.
All right, thank you. Again, thank you, guys. Thank you, Judge. Thank you, Dicky. Mr. Silas, thank you, sir. Right. Oh, let me see. Thought you were gonna turn the fans back on.
Just stay skinny on this side of the house.
I think we ought to push this thing a little bit. Room back behind.
Did you get one of them? Agenda item number 10, we have Mr. Lou Rosenberg, President, Director of the Wilson Area Children's Foundation, discuss and take action on resolution in support of Wilson Area Children's Foundation Back to School Clothing Program scheduled for Saturday, August the 8th, 2026 at 8:30 a.m. at Walmart in Floresville. Mr. Rosenberg, you have the floor, sir.
Thank you, Judge, Commissioners. We've been doing this for the Wilson Area Children's Foundation now for 20 years, but the Back to School Clothing Program is our most successful project, and that's been something we've done intensely for about 12 years. And the short of this program is for those people that are identified by each of the school districts as being qualified for the school lunch program and selected by the counselors there, we provide back-to-school clothing. And what we do is we ask them to come to Walmart, 8:30 a.m., this will be August 8th, and they come there, show up, they'll get a card that indicates their school district, and they're told to go please shop. This year, we're trying to raise it from $50 per head, or $50 per student, to $75 per student. Believe it or not, for many, many families, that makes a lot of difference on their appearance next Monday when they show up at school. And we've seen generations of children come through that little program and be very grateful for that help at Walmart. We do that on the tax-free Saturday, and so everybody's in there by about 8:30 and out by about 12. Okay, and all we're really asking the Commissioners Court to do is to give recognition to this. Hopefully we can get a newspaper print out of this and have the business communities and the city and Phelps that recognized us and supported us, give them some recognition in a newspaper account about what we're doing. This is part of what Wilson Area Children's Foundation does, along with what we did with your county judge last year in trying to support an apprentice program before the legislature. And additionally, some back to Christmas and back to Thanksgiving food program that we help with the food bank. So we've been doing this on a volunteer basis now for about 20 years as a formal organization, and we're just asking you to approve the resolution. The operative sentence is down at the bottom of the resolution you have before you. I'm going to ask Lillian Hernandez right now. She'll pass you the card that we give to the children and their parents when we show up on the, she's our newest member of the foundation. And basically what we're saying is encourage and support community members to provide additional support for Wilson Area's Back to School Clothing Program, and do so on the scheduled date of 8:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. on August 8th at Walmart located in Floresville, Texas. I can read the rest of the whereases, but you have those before you. I prefer to answer questions. We've not appeared before you since we gave up the cowboy breakfast, or since we had the last cowboy breakfast in January of 2020. We happened to get in under the wire before COVID hit, and we haven't had a cowboy breakfast since then because of the problems of COVID and that many people assembling in the city's community center. So we're down to basically this program and food.
Mr. Rosenberg, what fundraising, how do you, I mean, is there a website people can go to and donate?
We do have a website, and I will get that to you in printed form.
Okay.
It'll be helpful to you, I think. And we're going to try to get the newspaper account to pick that up also. It's a tough one. it's mywaf.org.
Okay.
I don't know if I can answer any questions from you gentlemen here this morning, but I'd be glad to do so. We started this out of the Methodist Church out of a Sunday school class back in 94, 95. And then we organized formally in 2000, and we're a 501c3. And for most businesses, I encourage them, and this is perfectly legitimate, I encourage them not to make a donation, but to make this a business expense because it's part of a legitimate advertising for them, and we give them credit for the people who come to the program. Any questions, please? And it will affect about 250 children that are basically grade school age. And we get them in and out of Walmart. We actually pay in front of them what the money is for their clothing. And if they want to buy more because it's tax-free, we let them buy more, but we pay for that first 50, and this year we're going to pay for the first 75.
Yes, sir. Would you like for me to read the resolution for you?
Yes, I would.
All right, sir. All right, Commissioners. On this day, the 13th of July, 2026, came on to be considered this resolution in support of the Wilson Area Children's Foundation for its back-to-school clothing program. Whereas Wilson Area's Children's Foundation, WACF, is a 501c3 nonprofit created in 2000 that supports the children in Wilson County community. Whereas WACF program objectives are to improve the life and welfare of school children in Wilson County area, emphasizing education. Whereas WACF's back-to-school clothing program is committed to helping children thrive by supporting their return to school with clothing that enhances their appearance and provides self-esteem for the educational process each child undertakes for the first day at school. Whereas the WACF's back-to-school clothing program is supported by local businesses and individuals. Their financial giving for the well-being of the children demonstrates community support, and whereas this resolution recognizes and encourages further community support and provides a basis for requesting foundation funding to multiple local efforts, thereby strengthening community effort for the benefit of Wilson County children and their educational efforts. Now therefore be it resolved that the Commissioners Court of Wilson County does hereby encourage and support community members to provide additional support for WACF's back-to-school clothing program, and WACF's back-to-school clothing program is scheduled for 8:30 a.m. through 11 o'clock a.m. on Saturday, August the 8th, 2026 at Walmart located on Highway 181, Floresville, Texas, prior to the start of the school Monday, August 10th. I'll entertain a motion to accept this proclamation.
I'll make a motion to approve the resolution in support of the Wilson Area Children's Foundation Back-to-School Clothing Program.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Martin, seconded by Commissioner King. Any other discussion regarding this agenda item? Hearing none, I'll call for the vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against, nay. Ayes have it, motion passes. Aye, sir.
Thank you. Our latest member, Lillian Hernandez, on our board.
Okay,
Just to introduce
great.
you. Thank you.
Would you like to say a few words, ma'am? If you would, you'll have to come to the podium.
While you're walking up there, just thanks to y'all. I mean, go ahead. We need you to get to the microphone. But we've got a lot of kids in this county that need help. And so all these different organizations every little bit helps. So thank you.
Yeah, I think everybody here, standing in the court, commissioners, anybody here on the bench, it would be great if you could help. I mean, some socks, underwear, I mean, anything helps. Great organization.
But we're making sure this is money we're looking for, so that we're not collecting clothing.
Right,
And
right,
we're-
right.
We're doing this at Walmart. Walmart, we've made an application for funding from them as a foundation. We'll see what they do with that, but we end up returning to Walmart quite a bit of the money that we asked for. So it all goes back into this community. And the counselors from the school district do the selection, we do the application, okay?
And Ms. Roseberg, you said it was WACF.com, or what was the website?
WCAF.com. I'll get you a little memo on it so you can pass it to the commission.
Okay, thank you, sir. All right, any other questions? Thank you, sir.
And did we get a picture or are we able to?
Yeah, absolutely. Come on over here, and we'll pull that resolution up. God's still getting signed.
Agenda item that's
Get here, y'all just come, I guess.
Just come on back here. Ooh, well, he's got it still.
This keeps Nanette happy if you have a picture to go with it. Thank you. See you. Thank you. Judge, are we going to the legislature again?
We are going to the legislature again.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Good to see you.
Thank you. Good to see you. Morning, sir. How are you?
Move to agenda item number 11. We have Ray Herrera, Veterans Officer. 11A, discuss take action to accept the TVC funds for Veterans Assistance 214 for $214,000 grant for fiscal year 2026, 2027, September through August.
Morning, Judge, Commissioners. As you read, Judge, we're asking the approval of the court for the Funds for Veteran Assistance Texas Veterans Commission grant for 2026, 2027 for $214,000. On the next agenda item, I'll be going over the success, I like to say, from this current grant year. But right now, we're just asking for the approval. We do have some revisions that are happening right now. We're going to get the finalized paperwork, which I'll bring back to the court for the signature, and for some revisions on our policies.
This is the same grant we obtained last year. How, most of that was expended, it worked?
I'm pretty sure we're expanded. We might have like maybe about $2,000 left, but for the most part, everything's pretty much there.
Just so the public knows, what does that grant do?
That grant covers mortgage, rent, utilities, vehicle repairs to a certain extent, not general maintenance and funeral expenses. And this is for veterans, surviving spouses, current spouses, and their dependents that reside in Wilson County.
Very good. All right, Commissioners, I'll entertain a motion on 11A.
Before we have a motion, so do we need to accept this today if you've got all these changes and something else for us to sign? I mean, procedurally, we should have all that done first, shouldn't we, before we accept the money, or?
No, you can accept the money. Are you talking about, like, how you're going to budget it, or?
No,
You mentioned there's some changes in there.
So the changes that we're doing is going to be more internal policy, not the Texas Veterans Commission grant itself, and we're just asking for the acceptance. Last time we brought it to the court, we asked to reapply, and we got that approval, and now we're just asking to accept it, and the finalized will bring in the letter from TVC and our new policies internally from my department that we are moving things around. So how we're going to provide the grant to the community?
So are your policy changes, does that have any effect on this grant, or is it required by this
No.
grant? Okay.
Not with the grant itself, no. Internally on how we provide it to the community, yes.
Then I'll make a motion to accept the Texas Veteran Commission funds for veteran assistance in the amount of $214,000 for fiscal year 26, 27.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Martin, seconded by Commissioner King. Any other discussion regarding 11A? Hearing none, I'll call for the vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against? Ayes have it, motion passes. 11B, with Mr. Herrera again, discussion only, 2025-2026 third quarter strategic planning review.
We're here to present the third quarter strategic planning review. Next slide, please. I just wanted, for new people here in attendance and hearing remotely, our community-based initiative bridges the gap by providing access to VA healthcare, VA education, benefits, VA disability, pension services, burial benefits, local resources and referrals, and general financial assistance. Our supported programs assist veterans, active duty service members, and eligible dependents, helping to stabilize their quality of life and financial well-being for serving our country. constituents, and now this is all current FY data. So we have 420 total constituents that have been served by our office, and this is just constituents that were resulted in an action where we had to do something on their behalf. Next slide, please. How many forms we've done? 519. How many claims? 1,497. Next slide, please. New clients, we have 389, and returning clients in this FY 31. Open and closed cases. Open, we have 258 currently, and 162 cases already closed. Next slide. Types of services we provide, these are the main things that we do. Obviously, there's so many other things, but the main ones, we have 26 surviving spouse and benefits. Other would be doing something on behalf of a constituent that doesn't result in a monetary action, I guess, so to speak. New claims, how many veterans come into my office filing something new for the first time in this fiscal year? Increases in current claims or disability things that they have currently, asking for increases, 27. First time. I've come up a couple of times and I've made this statement where it is not unusual or it's very common that we see a veteran for the first time that has never filed for anything towards the VA to come into my office at least once a week. So I finally kind of put some data together and gathered. So 68 in current FY. So we have 52 weeks in a year. You know, we're having more than one veteran that has never filed a claim or ever reached out to the VA, and we have them at 68 in this current FY. Burial services, this is in conjunction with survivors' benefits. This is just them coming in only for burial reimbursement. Most of the time, a surviving spouse does them both, which is going to be survivors' benefits as well. And a BDD claim, that's an active duty service member reaching out to our office, trying to file for some type of VA program before they get out. Appeals, how many veterans come to my office to appeal cases? This can be from our original filing or from filing on their own, filing with third-party organizations. They come to our office, 121 currently. Next slide, please. Constituent by contacts, so we have a case management system on VetPro, and then we have our own spreadsheet that we tally up. So a total of 338 constituents resulted in action. As you can see, we have emails, phone calls, and walk-ins. Again, these are resulted in action. To the right, you have our case management system, VetPro. So we have 1,471 phone calls, 670 emails, in person coming into our office, 967, 12 faxes. This is faxes through our internal case management system. So this is not that we have a fax machine where we're faxing out. This is through our case management system that allows us to also fax to certain VA departments. Unspecified, anytime I have to tap into a veteran's case file to do something on their behalf, 329. So a total of 3,459 interactions with the community in regards to VA or alike information. Our foot traffic, so we started a sign-in sheet. We have 1,232 to current FY. Next slide, please. I really want to highlight, again, the grant. Here's the data that I was talking about I want to cover. So this is just March through June. We have, actually, this is altogether, that's a typo right there, 1,258 client contacts made. Now, this is just the grant itself. So this is on top of the service, the 3,000 that I've already mentioned, including phone calls, emails, and walk-ins, 420 in-person appointments for the grant itself, 140 new unduplicated clients served by the end of July. We had proposed 132 clients to be served for the whole grant. We're already at 145 or 140 by the end of this month, which leaves us with 1 month left within the grant for August. 123 unduplicated total clients approved and used grant funds. And then here's just some numbers on how we've spent that. A total of $1,666.45 out of the $132,000. I think we had a question as how much is left. That's not subtracting of July's already, though. Next slide, please. So ROI for 2025, 2026, we're at $2,649,699.93. Achieved 1,903% of the Veterans Department return on investment. Our target for this fiscal year was $2 million, so we've achieved that goal, and exceeded, as I like to say, by 132%. Our ROI since August of 23 is $9,484,324.04. Next slide, please. Goals, again, emphasizing on the Wilco GY6 grant for 26-27. Thank you for approving to accept that. And again, updating our policies internally. We are going to have some changes. We just want to see how we can serve more families in our community and moving the policy around internally. Continuing ongoing training and procedures for better case management consistent with the Livonia Police Department office services. We've had a good outcome at the police department and the office they've been providing me over there in Livonia. Again, I'm there once a week on every Thursday. It's just, we've had a lot of success. Branding, marketing, that's always ongoing. Some challenges, canceled and rescheduled from April to June. So we have 52 appointments that have been canceled. Now, these are constituents that initiate these appointments, and this is not just my appointments, this is mine, my administrator, and the grant total. So between all three of us, 52 appointments have been canceled. Vision, self-sustaining, streamlined Veterans Department, adequate department to service our growing veteran population, and department ability to offer more timely and accessible resources. And that concludes my presentation. Any questions?
So, Ray, do you know why they're canceling so much? I mean, because they're the ones that are making the appointment. They want to come in and they want to, they can't, is it because they can't get here, or they're disabled, they really can't get here, or what? Do you know what the?
I don't ask that question. I could maybe ask more information on that, but really, I believe it's just personal lives. Things happen. I do know that my appointments are at least a month out, but most VSO offices are very much the same. Right. So I can't really attest to the reasons why, but I do highlight of how many people and contacts and appointments we do serve in conjunction with how many are canceling. I think it's a huge difference.
Yeah, because obviously all of us would like to see that at zero. And so if there's something that we can do to help that, I guess that's what my motivation behind the question was. Is there something that we're doing that we could do different that helps them get here? And I don't know what that might be. That's why I was curious.
That's a very good, great question, Commissioner. We are working on my administrator's part-time. She's the one who handles the scheduling and intake. I did have her at one point when I had her at not full-time, but working full-time hours due to us having more time on a part-time basis, which was last year. I was able to have her reach out and remind them for these appointments. So that's one thing, maybe having a full-time administrator and not a part-time administrator. As well as a veteran service officer. I think it's time, as the data shows, with how the future looks, another veteran service officer is definitely needed in the near future. Or actually not in the near future, in the present time.
Well, tomorrow's the future, so.
Yes.
And we do have a lot of veterans living in this county. I think it's over 6,000.
That's correct.
So, okay. All right, any other questions from Mr. Herrera? As always, Ray, thank you. Doing great work. Thank you, sir. Agenda item number 12, discuss and take action on disposing of church pews and discarded office furniture pursuant to local government code LGC sections 263.151 through 263.145. We had taken action on this to give those pews away. We had no takers on those. It's taken up a lot of space in our annex building where the maintenance crew operates out of. And there's a lot of equipment in there, office furniture and stuff that is so obsolete, I don't think anybody would give you a nickel for it. But we need to dispose of it one way or the other. So I'm opening it up for discussion. If y'all have any ideas, Commissioners.
I think we can get a few bucks if we put the pews on Gov Deals or Purple Wave or whatever auction we. But I think most of the rest of that furniture, I mean, I don't know, I haven't seen it in a couple of years now. I don't know if it still looks decent enough to sell or not.
We would have to organize something with some employees to be there on a Saturday to have it for a sale and put it in the newspaper 30 days or how?
Yeah, but if we do it on a public auction.
Yeah.
We just have to take pictures of it and put it on the web and be there to let them pick it up.
Okay, so if they don't pick it up, let's say they don't get it, there's no takers, what do we do then?
Well, then we can just we can just throw it away, or we need to declare it surplus first?
You can then donate it. Auction, nobody buys it, or if they do, a certain amount of time, then at that effort, I think.
Yes, go ahead, Jimmy. But, come on.
So Rachel is not here, and she's kind of trying to take on this project. So kind of speaking for her, but also because I used to work there, and we have been dealing with this for a very long time. So what she would like to do is send an email out, because it's not just the pews, and we can't even donate the pews. Nobody wants them. We have tried to give them away. Nobody wants them. So anyways, the other stuff that's in there, there's a lot of stuff, and it belongs to a lot of different departments. So she'd like to just send out an email and say, this is what you have here. If you know it's broken, it probably should have gone in the trash to begin with instead of taken over there. Come get it, dispose of it, do what you're gonna do. It belongs to, it belongs to the county, but it's your department that ordered it. Unless you're gonna, Commissioner Martin said about putting it on Gov Deals. Okay, but who's gonna do that? If it's your stuff, then are you gonna do that? Your department. So we need direction on that to get this going, because there's, as many of you know, there's a problem over there with fleas and stuff, and so we really need to just get it cleaned out so that it can be used for what it was supposed to be, which was mainly like for the maintenance stuff, to keep their equipment and stuff in there. There's not even room for that hardly. So she just wants direction, that way she can get this going. So is that okay for her to send out that email to all the departments to say, hey, what do you want to do with this? And then next, what can she do?
Well, it's county property. It doesn't really belong to the individual county. The court can ask each department to inventory. We have 5 chairs and 3 desks and 10 pews. They cannot be disposed of, and then delegate, however the court wants to delegate its disposal.
Yeah, I don't think the other way's
or-
gonna work, because we don't know who that furniture belonged to at one time. It was just taken there and deposited there.
And per the statute, if it was to be sold, it either goes back to the general fund or where it got ordered out of. So like if it was my desk, it could go back to my supply or furniture budget. So even though, yes, it's the county's, it's still, if it gets sold, but most of that stuff is broken. And that's another thing we would like to have direction on is, if you have a chair and it's so broken you can't fix it, can't you just throw it away? Right? We need to know.
Well, there has to be a determination made that it's broken, it cannot be fixed. At this point, it's scrap, and it has no value.
And who makes that determination?
The court would make that determination after either delegating to somebody to go and look at it, or any commissioner can go and look at it and then make the determination for the court then to decide how to dispose of county property, because it was purchased with county funds, and so now only the county can dispose of it, either by public auction or determine it's salvage, it's just junk, then dispose of it as junk.
Here's what I would recommend, I think, based on what she just said, and that is let's send out, let anybody come over there and look and see if there's anything they need or want out of there. Then we can make a determination of what's junk. I'll take the responsibility to take whatever's left and put it on Gov Deals to sell the surplus if there is anything left. How's that? Does that work from a county perspective?
So with that being said, can we let you put red X's on everything that just needs to go to the collection facility?
Sure, I mean, you can designate Commissioner Martin to oversee its inventory and then what can be salvaged, what can be posted, and then what can be disposed of.
I'll do that.
You can do that.
What about the pews? Is there anybody in the audience want some church pews? No?
And I think that's where the people come in. at the
There
same
may
time.
be some people, oh, my wife, she can't come buy one because we've already got one. But anyway, it's like, no, you're not buying one.
Most of that stuff has been in there forever, hasn't
Yeah,
it?
it has, but those pews are in pretty good shape. I mean, we have one on our back porch, and she lines up the grandkids every year and takes a picture. So, I mean, you know, so there might be some people that want it for that. That we'll put a you know, like a minimum of $10 bid or something, but they got to come and pick it up. We'll address it. I'll look at them a little closer and see.
I want to remind you, those pews are big.
Yes, they are. They're long.
Huge. They're very long.
something Foot long, some
I
of
think
them.
that's one of the reasons.
That's
Yeah,
why.
and, yeah, if you're a good woodworker, you can cut it in half and make
Yeah.
a do out of it, but, you know, not everybody wants to do that either, you know.
Okay, so
But that's the only way, because,
send the email, and then how much time, you know, let's say I have a desk over there, and it is still good, and somebody can use it. How much time do I have to get it out of there? Because it needs to be cleared out.
well, let's say,
Give it 30 days,
well,
so we can
not
get it
that.
in and out.
Give them till the end of this month. I mean, the longer we give them to do it, the more people are going to wait till the last minute to do something, so.
Okay,
Okay.
By July 31st.
Well, I tell you what, if we put the deadline to be July 24th, which is
Next quarter.
next Friday, well, we could put an item on the agenda for that Monday to declare surplus if we need to, and to authorize if there's anything to go to sale, or if we're just going to throw it all away. So,
okay.
yeah, make the deadline July 24th. I'll put remind me to put an agenda item for the 27th to discuss and take action if necessary on either declaring surplus or auction.
Okay.
So are you, Commissioner, are you saying that we just bypass this and wait till the next Commissioners Court for a motion?
No,
Okay.
no, she asked for direction. Well, I guess we don't need to make a motion to do the direction, do we? Or-
To direct you?
No, well, yeah, I
to
guess we do,
direct-
because we're going to direct Rachel to send out the email, and I'm going to be the designated representative for the Commissioners Court to determine whether it's,
Yes, you do need some direction on that process, if you want to do it.
I'm not going to make the motion,
Yeah, I'm trying to
but I'll
figure
help
it out.
you. Look, just make a motion to direct the judge's assistant to notify county of surplus equipment and to authorize me to be the representative of Commissioners Court to determine determine the status, I guess, of the furniture that's over there.
You know, I'm writing all this in my brain as well.
And then she's actually not going to be here for a few days, right?
Right.
So would it be okay if I sent it out, if Evelyn, if you don't mind helping me with the wording, just so, and then that way we can get it out and they can have at least the 2 weeks?
That's what I just did.
All right, Mary, you ready for this one? You ready?
All right.
Okay. All right.
I'll make a motion to direct Genevieve to send out an email to department heads and officials so they can go by there and find out what their stuff is status-wise and take it back and/or leave it there. Then assign Commissioner Martin to determine if this is surplus or junk.
Second it, but you want to change it to county clerk rather
County clerk. Question. You second it?
than I did.
Okay, motion made by Commissioner King, seconded by Commissioner Aiken. Do you have any other discussion on that long motion? Hear none, I'll call for the vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against? Ayes have it, motion passes.
Commissioner Martin.
And Commissioner, before you go over there, let me get a hold, make sure that it's been exterminated, because we do have a flea infestation in there. I don't want anybody going there. We had one of our workers get sick from a flea bite. That's according to the doctor, so.
Let the dogs out. Left them in.
All right, we'll move to agenda item number 13, discussion only on Wilson County Courthouse portico repair RFQ release. I don't see, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see you. I was looking for Mr. Thorne. Oh, okay, all right.
I'm here on his behalf to speak about
Well, he
it.
should have paid for us to go to see him. and-
That's what all the office is saying. You get a nice.
Will you identify your,
vacation and-
yeah, I'll need for you to identify yourself on his behalf. What, your name,
My
ma'am?
name is Catherine Scribe.
Okay.
Thorn Architects.
Okay. All right, so I did have a discussion with Mr. Thorne last week. They're in that process now, moving forward to the RFQ. I mean, there's still that possibility that those repairs will be taken care of 100% by the Texas Historical Commission, or it may not. So we don't know that until we get to this point, so we're moving along already. So anyway, you have the floor if you'd like to go ahead and advise the court on anything that has transpired since I've talked to him, Mr. Thorne.
Nope, I just wanted to make sure we were represented.
Okay, all right. Y'all have any questions? Commissioner?
Yeah, I think we've got the cart before the horse again, because this requires court approval to use this method, and has this been reviewed by the county attorney's office?
No, I don't believe so.
No.
I don't believe so. Is this a change, or is this part of the?
I believe it's part of what Mr. Thorne's duties are when we hired him to do this. And he comes off of a list that was provided to us, because not everybody can work on these courthouses. It has to be from somebody that's recommended by the THC, so.
Our office hasn't seen.
Yeah, but this particular method of acquiring services has to be approved by the court before it can be used.
So here's my question. If it's paid for by the state,
Still got to meet procurement rules.
well, I understand that. So do we have the RFQ? It hasn't gone out yet. Have you prepared the RFQ?
Yes, the RFQ is prepared.
Can you get that to us so that our attorneys can review that?
Absolutely.
Okay, very good. All right. All right, any other questions? All right, thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Agenda item number 14, discuss and take action on terminating GLO contract for shelter of last resort. So Commissioners, you know, we had approved this and were granted this. We got the grant of about $1.2 million. It came with so many obstacles that would be impossible to even, this county to even manage that project. Number one, we already know that the sprinkler system that it would take in this expansion would be about $500,000. Am I correct? We already talked to the fire marshal.
It's right around there, and I took the fire marshal with me, and we did come up with some numbers. Just shy of that, but yeah.
So it would leave us with, it'd gobble up most of the grant, and we wouldn't be able to do the expansion properly. It would be more than that. And then it also calls for the county to hire a project manager or engineer, whatever, that oversees this, and a safety guy, and again, a lot more funding to get this project. We don't have the bandwidth to do that. So we did talk to the GLO, and I think, Ms. Huron, you were on the phone call with us, right?
Let me speak.
Okay. Okay.
In reviewing this grant that was that was given to us with the auditor's office and all the requirements, we looked at all the specifics, and there's just no way this county or we're in a position at this time to service that grant. It does require engineering, it requires studies, it requires us to have a civil rights, a compliance office. There were too many requirements that at the time we were just not going to be able to service it, especially with the time that's coming up that we had to spend it, and we hadn't been able to get any work done on it. We had a meeting with the GLO office, let them know our concerns, that while we appreciated them offering this money to us, we were not in a position at this time to service it. They said, fine, that's not a problem. The court can decide not to go forward with it. This in no way jeopardizes our ability to ask for future grants and make future applications. So we're not hurting ourselves, but we're just not, in a position at this time to service it. And unless you have anything else to add, because we went through each requirement of that contract, and we just can't do it. We don't have the personnel, we don't have the resources at this time to be able to do that. And so that's why this request is on the agenda. If anybody has questions?
Yeah, and I just want to reiterate, they said, I was on the Zoom with you, that it didn't penalize us anyway. We
Yes,
can go
that-
back and,
It would not affect our ability, and they understand, it happens lots of times, and so no, it does not affect us to seek future funding, should we want to in the future.
all right, Commissioners, I'll entertain a motion to terminate the GLO contract for the shelter of last resort.
I'm gonna make a motion to terminate the GLO contract for shelter last resort.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner King, second by Commissioner Martin. Have any other discussion regarding this agenda item number 14?
I've got a
Sorry,
question.
sorry, go ahead.
So I'm looking through here now. Getting rid of this contract means that we're not going to build the shelter of last resort, or we're going to have to pivot and do things differently in the construction process.
It means we don't have the funding to do it right now.
done.
Done. We'd have to go back and wait. I mean, there was a good deal of it was something about a soil study we had to do there too, and it just gobbled up the whole 1.2 million would have been
So what
gone.
Mrs. Huron said, it sounded like all of a sudden we were going to have to create things that we don't currently have as a county just to be able to be subject to getting the grant.
Right, right.
These are things that we were unaware of until we started researching
Well-
it, and that's whenever we found out. And it's like, well, we gotta hire this person, this person, this person on top of, so there was a lot to this grant that was unknown.
They were wanting to get us into another unfunded mandate. They were wanting us to have to do something else that they weren't willing to pay for.
I mean, if you would read what the requirements were, it was nauseating. I'm like, who would ever put in for this? It's, I don't know, I guess some counties, bigger counties are able to do it, but we're not gonna be able to do that.
Well, and if you've been getting the emails that I've been getting, there is going to be some changes in 200 CFR too, that it's probably where some of this originated at the federal level. So they're saying that some of these grants are going to get more onerous on us anyway. So,
They're gonna get what now, Commissioner? They're gonna get easier to?
no, more onerous.
Loan owners, okay. Well, there you go. Okay. Any other discussion before I call for the vote? Okay, hear none, all for the vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against? Ayes have it, motion passes. Agenda item 15, discuss take action, this is Commissioner King, Precinct 2, discuss take action on an agreement for donation of materials by Hunter Industries Limited for road in Wilson County.
So I was approached by Hunter Industries, and they're working on county, or as you were, FM 1344 from the Dewey's Schoolhouse all the way out to the county line. And what they're doing, they're widening that road, and they're asking if we would take that material. it's the base material that's under, and then they're gonna go back and rebase and obviously, repave that whole road. They're doing a lot of ditch work and everything else for drainage and widening that road. There's a lot of 18-wheelers on there, but he's asking us if they're able to store it, and he is donating that to the county. We can put it back onto county roads.
Is it going to be, is he going to mill the asphalt out? or
There's
just
not
gonna
enough
be-
there.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
there's
they're just going to dig it all out and sort of, okay. So it's basically dirty base.
dirty base. Yeah.
Is this something y'all are going to share, or just goes to your precinct?
It can be shared.
Okay.
It's to Wilson County.
Do we have any idea how much material we're talking about?
That's, gosh, what is
It
it,
was,
12 miles?
yeah,
Road?
quite a bit of road.
There's going to be quite a bit of material. So what, I guess my concern is it all or nothing deal, or we just get as much as we can?
All or nothing. We're taking it all.
Where?
With this, they can stockpile on the Rimshaw. We have that pad out there. And that's the location it has on here is for the Rimshaw.
So they're gonna stockpile it on the rim?
They'll
So
stockpile
then,
it.
once it's
We're
there,
not-
we can,
We're not
Then we can
hauling,
go
we're
and
not
get it
doing
whenever.
it.
That's at the house?
Want to.
No, it's the entrance before the house, but yes.
Okay, yeah.
It is county property, so,
so once they get it there, then we won't be in a bind or a rush to be moving it
yeah.
like TxDOT did us.
And that's the reason I asked for it to go on a large piece of land, so, we have a place to store it. We ain't got to rush to stop road maintenance, stop shredding, stop what we're doing. They're hauling it out there, they're piling it up for us. But this isn't just for precinct 2, it's for the county. We can work on this.
Is that a motion, Commissioner?
I'm gonna make a motion to go into agreement for donation of materials by Hunter Industries Ltd. for road material in Wilson County.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner King, seconded by Commissioner Martin. Do you have any other discussion regarding agenda item number 15?
When are they gonna start this project?
If y'all pass it today.
I can see Commissioner Paradola's like, let me have some of that stuff right now.
They're already working on it?
They're starting to.
Okay.
This was fine, Mrs. Heron.
All right.
It's a one-page.
We went over this a couple of times,
Yes,
yeah.
we did. We did an agreement, and Ms. Nettles went over it thoroughly to enter into an agreement for that material, certainly that protects the county and deals with some specifics as to their obligation, our obligation, and so, yes, it's ready to be approved.
Yeah, we have it. We're going to, as soon as we approve it. All right. Any other discussion? All right, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against, ayes have it, motion passes. All right, agenda item 16A, discuss take action on EEOC claim 01846 pursuant to section 551.071 through section 551.076. I'm requesting the court entertain a motion to go into executive session.
Make a motion to go into executive session.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner King, second by Commissioner Aiken. We're 9:58 a.m. We're going out of regular session and going into executive session. Who needs to be in there with us? Ms. Huron?
Yes, probably.
Bodiford? Okay.
Right now, we're only doing A.
Yeah, I think we're only doing A, correct?
We're only doing A.
Yes. Okay.
But are we going to come back out and then go back in? I mean,
If
that's,
you want the other issues, then state that we're going in.
Would you rather do all of them?
well, I mean,
We're
otherwise,
back
we
there.
got to really procedurally come back out, reset, go back, and then
All right,
go
so
right back in.
for the minutes, let me read all of them then. So 16A, discuss take action on EEOC claim 01846. B, discuss take possible action on continuing with the Wilson County Economic Development Committee. C, discussion and take action on entering into agreement with the Wilson County Economic Development Corporation, including action on continuing funding. D, discuss and take action on hotel occupancy application process. Okay. We're out of regular session right now. We'll reconvene as soon as we come out of executive. All right, it's 11:15 a.m. I need a motion to come out of executive into regular session.
Motion to come out of executive session back into regular session.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner King, seconded by Commissioner Aiken. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against. So we are back in regular session. And we will move to agenda item number 16A, discuss, take action on EEOC claim 01846. Recommendation is to take no action on this item until the county attorney's office receives further information. So we'll take no action. 16B, discuss and take possible action on continuing with the Wilson County Economic Development Committee.
Make a motion that we dissolve the Wilson County Economic Development Committee.
Second.
Gentlemen, as part of, before you get into the discussion, I did want to explain some of the legal issues and the requirements regarding these committees and corporations, because there seems to be some confusion. There was even confusion in our office, and so I did want to inform the public kind of the status so that the court can take appropriate action. Wilson County has an Economic Development Committee. That is a committee that was created by this court a little over almost 2 years ago in 2024 to look for ways in which the county could look into economic development and growth that would benefit the community. It was created by this court. It is an arm and a body of this court. It cannot act on its own. It cannot make decisions. It cannot engage in any kind of decision-making authority. Anything that they do is subject to public records and public scrutiny. Their meetings are subject to open records. Their meetings have to be posted on the agenda. They are an arm of this court. That committee was created with various local leaders to help the county and the vision that the court had. That committee has not acted, has really become dormant. And so that committee is no longer doing work and is no longer acting on behalf of the court. That is why it has been our recommendation from our office that this committee be dissolved. And there are other opportunities, there are other avenues, and there are other entities that are assisting the county in doing this. And so our office believes that the Economic Development Committee no longer, or that it actually be dissolved. And I believe that's the court's, that was.
Didn't mean to cut you off, Mrs. Huron.
Okay, all right, there's been a motion made by Commissioner Aiken, seconded by Commissioner Paradola on agenda item number 16B. Any other discussion? Hear none, I'll call for the vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against? Ayes have it, motion passes. We move to 16B, discuss and take possible action on continuing with the Wilson County, C, discussion and take action on entering into an agreement with the Wilson County Economic Development Corporation, including action on continuation of funding. Go ahead, ma'am, you have the floor.
And this is where the confusion lies, because there's a difference between the committee and the corporation. The corporation was created by various community leaders in Wilson County. And so they got bylaws, they went through all the legal requirements to create a separate entity corporation called the Wilson County Economic Development Corporation. They are not a public body. They are not part of this court. Their meetings are private. Their communications, their efforts are all private. And their goals to enhance the economic development of this county are their private efforts. They came to the court and they asked for assistance to be a partner with them, which is allowed by law. And this court approved working with the Economic Development Corporation and approved funding for them in last year's budget. Some funding was provided. However, we're still in the process of working out an agreement with the corporation. What is the county getting for their money? And so while there have been efforts and there have been discussions and there's been a lot of work done, we still don't have a written agreement. So we're asking the court to enter into a written agreement with the corporation for the funding that has been provided. But now there's additional funding that's in the budget that we are asking the court consider, but to wait until we finish this agreement as to how this money is going to be spent. Mr. Talley, is he still here? Is spearheading the corporation, and he's engaged with the other community leaders in trying to assist and bring development to the county, and the county is supporting with the funding, but it is a completely separate corporation. So I don't know, Mr. Talley, do you want to come and discuss briefly what your corporation is working with, and why you are asking to continue or to actually enter into an agreement with the county?
Thank you, Ms. Saran. Thank you, Commissioners, and thank you, Judge, for allowing us to be here today. So, what we're doing and what we're recommending is nothing different than what other counties are doing in the surrounding area. And when this group first started, it started out with just an idea. And actually, it started with a discussion with myself and the county judge about this is something this county needs. We need a group that's kind of the point person for economic development. The commissioners, the judge, you all have specific duties. And the other thing I want to reiterate is that this nonprofit corporation has no power to approve abatements, has no power to do anything like that. It's only up to the county commissioners to simply approve any actions that this governmental body approves. So our role is just to be really an economic development arm, a marketing arm for this county. So what I've done is I've gathered different documents to help this process. I've also reached out to several law firms because I think what we want to do is get our own representation to come up with the agreement, get it to the county attorneys, let them redline it, do all that kind of stuff, get it to a point where it's presentable to you, the commissioners. And then at that point, we would have it for you to review in advance, and then you can put it on an agenda. And that agreement's just simply going to outline what our duties are for Wilson County, and then what our responsibilities are. And we both would then have an understanding of reporting, how often we come to you and do that reporting, et cetera, budget reports, all of that. So that's kind of where we're at. I've received Bexar County, I've requested Kendall County, and Medina County. So we're trying to get some different agreements, because why reinvent the wheel, correct? Let's just see what some of the other agreements state. Let's take the best out of it, and then we can move forward with this. But I will just say this. This has been an exciting group to work with. We have Marcelo Lejas, we have Fred Odesarch here. Marcelo is our vice president. Fred is actually our secretary. We have received a lot of excitement in the community because one of the reasons we set this up as a 501c6, it follows what other counties have done as far as entities that have set up an economic development branch like this, because we can raise our own money. We can raise private dollars, and I think that's key. In a world we live in that scrutinizes people for getting nothing but public money, we want to be able to raise private dollars, and we've done that through investors and membership in our organization. And this is something that other entities in other counties are doing, and this is the approach that they've been taking. For example, I've shared with you many times Greater SATX that our group is a member of. They have an agreement with Barrett County. So they're the lead marketing arm for Barrett County when it comes to economic development. That's really what we're trying to accomplish here. So that's all I'll say, but we appreciate your support and everything that you've done. We look forward to working together in the future.
All right. Thank you. All right, Commissioners, I'll entertain a motion on 16C.
I'll make a motion to negotiate agreement with the Wilson County Economic Development Corporation and discontinue funding until such time as that agreement is in place.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Martin, seconded by Commissioner King. We have any other discussion regarding this agenda item, 16C? Hearing none, I'll call for the vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against, ayes have it, motion passes. Move to 16D, discuss, take action, and it should have updating hotel occupancy application process.
Yes, at the last Commissioners Court meeting, they approved an order authorizing the collection of the hotel occupancy tax pursuant to the Texas Tax Code. We needed to make some revisions. It was outdated, and so the court approved that order. We have worked on a new application that conforms to that order. And so that application for hotel tax funding should be online in the next day or so that any organization that's interested in receiving hotel tax funding can apply. I believe that application has some deadlines and timelines, and so the public will be able to look on our website rather quickly, as quickly as I can get this and work with Jason to get this on, so that they can make their applications for funding, and this would apply funding for events that have already taken place this year. So any event that has taken place in after January that requires, or they would want some reimbursement for their event, they are eligible to apply for funding and for the rest of this year. So I don't believe any action is taken as the order was approved last time. Now it's just a matter of posting the actual application,
Okay.
unless anyone has questions. No?
All right, Commissioners, entertain a motion on 16D.
I'll make a motion to update the hotel occupancy tax application and post it on the website and accept applications until July 31st of 2026.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Martin, seconded by Commissioner King. We have any other discussion regarding 16D?
Can IT take the current application down right now so that it does not get confused, please?
All right, I'll call for the vote. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against, ayes have it, motion passes. And item 17, we have Ms. Lou Cerato, Permitting Development Director, 17A, Utility Permit. I'm going to name both of them. Permit, number 1, Permit 899, Charter Spectrum Precinct 3, Oak Park Road and County Road 327, review and approve. And 2, Permit 900, Charter Spectrum Precinct 3, County Road 361 and US Highway 87 West, review and approve.
Yes, these have previously been shown to Commissioner Perdola for his review.
I make a motion to approve permit number 899 and permit 900 for Charter Spectrum in Precinct 3.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Perdola, seconded by Commissioner King. Any other discussion regarding 17A, 1, and 2? Hear none, I'll call for the vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against, ayes have it, motion passes. We move to 17B, Tier 2 Development. County Road 409, 1635, Precinct 4, George and Louise Bauman, discuss and take action. Okay, sorry about that. Okay.
Mr. and Mrs. Baumann were in attendance at the review committee to represent their division of land. They currently own a 22.56 acre tract. They propose to split out 1.24 acres, which the house is currently on right now, to sell the house with the property around it. Everything checked out. Review committee gave it a favorable recommendation. They did provide letters of utility companies that are available to them right now. If you have any questions, they're here.
Okay. Any questions of the, no? All right, I'll entertain a motion on 17B1.
Make a motion that we accept the changes on County Road 409 at the property 1635 involving George and Louise Bauman.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Aiken, seconded by Commissioner Perdola. We have any other discussion regarding this agenda item? Hear none, I'll call for the vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against? Ayes have it, motion passes. Okay, we move to 17C, Tier 1, Development 1, the Ravine subdivision, discuss and take action.
Per the developer, I respectfully ask that the commissioners table this subdivision review and approval. It's still pending a transaction within the property owner with MI Homes and who owns the property right now.
Okay, do you want us to take no action or table it? Table it's got to come back the next time.
I do propose to bring it back.
Okay, all right.
Commissioners Court.
Motion to table?
Motion to table.
Motion to table by Commissioner Aiken, seconded by Commissioner King. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against? No. That item is tabled. We move to 17D, naming of private lane, number 1, Precinct 1, Carter Road, review and approve.
Yes, this actually is for addressing purposes. Mr. Carter owns several homes on off of 536, so he has his own entrance. He has provided a private road agreement as well as the meets and bounds of his proposed private lane.
Okay?
But this is for addressing purposes. More than 3 homes, we start recommending they have their own private road.
Gotcha. Motion to approve D, 17D.
I'll make a motion to approve county road, or private road in Precinct 1 to be named Carter Road off FM 536.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Martin, seconded by Commissioner King. Any other discussion regarding 17D? Hear none, I'll call for the vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against? Ayes have it, motion passes. Okay, thank you.
Just make sure that it has road on there because there is a Carter Lane just outside of Stockdale.
Oh, that's true. Yes, that's true. We, our addressing coordinator caught that one.
Agenda item number 18, we have Sheriff Jim Stewart, discuss take action to approve the Wilson County Sheriff's Department application for the Department of Justice Grant Opportunity Personnel and Equipment.
My recommendation is that we table this for the next because the time crunch is not as critical as I thought it was today and gives me another week or so to get some more information to y'all before we make that request.
Okay, sir. Motion to table.
I'll make a motion to table.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner King, seconded by Commissioner Martin. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right, ayes have it. All right, stay with the Sheriff. Sheriff's Office Progress Report.
I'll have it at the next Commissioner's Court.
Gotcha. All right. Agenda item number 20, Genevieve Martinez, County Clerk, discuss take action on Commissioner Court minutes. All right, I'll give you a few minutes, gentlemen. I've already reviewed them. All right, Commissioners, I'll entertain a motion to take action on the Commissioners' Court minutes. Not on there?
I mean, I looked at them, but.
There's two. Yeah. I'm sorry that it's not on y'all's tablets. We'll pass this around, take a few minutes. Pass that on to Commissioner Martin.
Need these? Or did you look at them already?
No, I didn't.
Check this.
Actually, I do, on the June special meeting, item 3, correction, Ms. Shaw was asking for transparency, but it was transparency with, she agreed that court was being as transparent as we can, and that it's more, that she wanted transparency with the private corporations than the county.
She couldn't hear you, Commissioner.
Okay. Yeah, she was asking for more transparency from the corporations that are. I couldn't hear you. Session that we are providing as much information as we have. Comment was more transparency from corporations that are.
Motion to accept the minutes?
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes for June 3rd, June 8th, and June 22nd with the update as per Commissioner Martin.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner King, seconded by Commissioner Perdola. Any other discussion regarding this agenda item? Hearing none, call for the vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against, ayes have it, motion passes. Agenda item number 21, we have Jalen Boterford, Human Resource Specialist, presentation of payroll and personnel changes.
Good morning. Todd Dowda was hired as a maintenance technician for the maintenance department, making $20.61 per hour or $42,874.40 annually, effective July 1st. Greg Brooks was hired as a road hand for precinct 2, making $20.75 per hour or $43,160 annually, effective July 6th. Carson Denson resigned from his position as a road hand for precinct 2, effective June 26th. Guadalupe Juarez resigned from his position as a dispatcher for the Sheriff's Department, effective June 30th. Daniela Noguez resigned from her position as a tax customer service specialist with the tax office, effective July 2nd. And Josh Juke resigned from his position as a corrections officer for the Sheriff's Department, effective July 6th.
Any questions, gentlemen? Thank you. Agenda item number 22, we have Commissioner King, Christine, Precinct 2, Christine Labus, interim county auditor, discuss take action on the renewal of the Republic Services solid waste collection and disposal services for the county collection facility and county expo center through the Purchasing Association of Cooperative Entities, PACE, Cooperative Purchasing Program as renegotiated pricing.
All right.
Yes.
I'll pass this off to her because she's been working with Mr. Gavlik this whole time.
This renewal is for the Republic Service Waste Collection and Disposal Service Agreement for the county collection facility and the county expo center through the PACE Cooperative Purchasing Program. The proposed agreement includes renegotiated pricing. At this time, I would like to turn it over to Terry Gavlik with Republic Services to walk you through the proposed changes and answer any questions.
First off, I say thank y'all for having me. First time I've ever been to this.
Did this go on?
And anyhow, I've lived in this community for quite a while, too long. But we've been servicing Pleasanton, Floresville. We own a landfill on I-10 and Foster Road, but we've been helping. This goes back all the way back to Paul File. I've been helping out the county. I've been working, as far as the expo goes, I've been feeding my daughter's goats since she was in the 3rd grade. And I've been helping the kids in the community through actually various different grants. We've been helping out the kids at, and as they go farther towards San Antonio, we help out the kids also. We do quite a bit for the community, but I negotiate with a lot of city managers and various people, but Ms. Labus is probably the toughest. She's done some really good things as far as getting y'all's rates down between 30 and 40%. She's done a great job. But as far as trash hauling, we've been working with y'all for quite a while. I'd like to keep going at that if it's possible.
So what, Ms. Labus, what's your recommendation? Are we going to go out for bids on this, or what do we do? I mean, we've been with Republic for some time now, I think.
Back in 2016, I believe, we signed the agreement with Republic through the PACE program. So you don't have to, if you go through PACE, it's a cooperative program, so you do not have to go out for bids. They do all of the bidding process for us.
What happened was, the reason we went through PACE was because PACE is a program through Region 20 that's designed to work with us without an RFP or RFQ. We pay everything for that. We've been a member forever. We're the only ones allowed to do that under PACE. But if they're, and also like the Floresville ISD, they're also a member of PACE. If you like the garbage company that's doing the job for you and you want to renegotiate something in that contract, PACE allows you to do that openly without doing any type of RFP. It saves money for everybody. That's the reason why they used PACE originally. But we've been servicing way before PACE came along. But like I say, she did come back and we negotiated some really, really good rates. So I'm pretty happy for her.
All right. And I thank you for the service out there that we have at the collection facility. I oversee that, so no complaints there from the guys.
They're on a first name basis with my dispatchers and we just respond.
And he's been a big help with this, looking at the prices. We've dropped them. He's donated his time and some of his money to helping us, especially at the Expo Show Barn, you know what I mean? So, so this has been it's been a good program for us, and to be able to drop these prices, I think that's a pretty positive thing, especially for this county.
All right, Commissioners, I'll entertain a motion on agenda item number 22.
I'm gonna make a motion to renew, for the renewal of the Republic Service Solid Waste Collection and Disposal Services Agreement for the County Collection Facility and County Expo Center through the Purchasing Association of Corporative Entities, PACE, Corporative Purchasing Program.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner King, seconded by Commissioner Martin. I just have one question. What is this time period on this? Is this an annual thing, or?
One of the neatest things we did in this, what I read about this contract, it doesn't have any fees in here. It's a 60-month contract.
60 months, okay.
It has, there's no fuel fees and stuff like that. It's all, the price is what it is. I can't believe my boss did that. There goes my bonus. But,
Well, thank your boss for his mistake for us then.
like I said, Ms. Lobos did a really good job. You know, I'm really amazed at what she did, but she did a good job on negotiating that. Real happy. And like I say, the Expo Center, you know, that was one phone call to Mr. King. Lowered that rate 70%, I want to say. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
And then, but none of this is stuck in stone. If the right sizing doesn't work, just a phone call is all it is. That's all it is.
And I have another question before we call for the vote, but there seems to be, y'all don't have any mechanisms to lock those down?
He's already.
Because there's people, that's wide open, they'll drive in there on the weekend and dump their trash in there. There's no way for us to secure that.
I'll make a phone call and have a locking system put on there right away.
Okay, sounds good, sounds good.
Same lock that opens my gates to my house and my.
Okay. All right. All right, thank you, Mr. Gavley, appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, Commissioners, we've already made the motion. I'll call for the vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against? Ayes have it, motion passes. Thank you, Mr. Gavley, thank you.
Thank you.
I won't worry about that. Yeah, and so if I need to change that on that one page, just let me. Agenda item number 23. Again, we have Ms. Labus, interim county auditor, discuss take appropriate action regarding the filing and acceptance of the annual audit report for Emergency Services District Number 5 for fiscal year 2025 pursuant to Texas Health and Safety Code 775.082.
This agenda item is for the acceptance and filing for the fiscal year 25 annual audit report submitted by Wilson County Emergency Service District Number 5 pursuant to Texas Health and Safety Code Section 775.082. The district has submitted an annual audit report to the county as required by law. The audit was performed by an independent certified public accounting firm, and each received an unmodified opinion. This action is administrative in nature and is solely for acceptance and filing of the report in the official record of Commissioners Court.
All right, that's simple. All right, gentlemen, I'll entertain a motion on agenda item number 23.
I'll make a motion to accept the annual audit report for the Emergency Services District Number 5 for fiscal year 2025 and to file that in the county clerk's office.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Martin, seconded by Commissioner King. We have any other discussion regarding agenda item number 23? Hear none. I'll call for the vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against? Ayes have it. Motion passes. Agenda item number 24, we have Ms. Christina Moots, County Treasurer. Discuss and take action to authorize Christina Moots, County Treasurer, and Kristen Labus, Interim County Auditor, to open a separate bank account for grant funds awarded.
Yes, just like we had discussed in previous courts, with these grants coming in, we went ahead and would like to open a separate bank account where they can all be deposited into that account and watched and maintained. But this will be a non-interest-bearing checking account for those that cannot earn interest, and then discussed where if they are those that we can have interest earn, those will be transferred, still accepted within the grant checking account, then transferred to a sub-account within Texas Class to earn the interest.
Okay.
But everything will,
And did we talk about this at the last court or court before?
it was kind of.
It's been off and on for the last couple of months.
Okay, all right,
Last 2
okay.
months, off and on, just briefly spoke about. Because they are, obviously, funds will be being received pretty soon
Yeah.
within us, certain
Yeah.
different things.
Well, and this helps keep all the money that we can physically invest. It keeps it where we can invest it instead of having it just sitting over in an account.
Correct, yes, and keep a lot of those newer ones that are being applied and accepted separate. So we can maintain that and keep record of all the funds and the amounts.
Okay, Commissioners, I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to allow the county auditor or the interim county auditor and the county treasurer to open bank accounts for grant funds.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Martin, seconded by Commissioner King. We have any other discussion on agenda item number 24? Hear none, I'll call for the vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against? Ayes have it, motion passes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Move to agenda item number 25. We have Ms. Labus again, interim county auditor, discuss and take action on request to go out for bids on the following for Wilson County. A, material hauling and material plus hauling. B, bulk gasoline and diesel.
This is just authorization for us to go out for competitive bids for the following for the material and for fuel. Our current contract expires September 30th of 26.
I'll make a motion to go ahead and allow the county auditor to go out for bids for material hauling and material plus hauling, as well as bulk gasoline and diesel.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner King, seconded by Commissioner Aiken.
Schedule.
Okay. Any other discussion regarding this action item?
Yeah, so on the material hauling and material plus hauling, I guess we need to understand exactly which products, because I know there's been some confusion and question over. But if we don't spend more than $100,000 on that product, does it need to be on this list that we go out for bids? That's my question.
Individual, you're saying individual.
An individual product, like
The patch that we talked about.
patch material that we had a discussion. a while back. I mean, we all do something different, and my understanding, it was accumulation of $100,000 or more. And actually, I think Commissioner Perdola is the only one that's using that patch of material now, so I don't think he'll go over 100 grand in a year, but he might. But I mean, that'd be a question to ask him. So that's why I'm, does that need to be on there? Because we ferreted that list, I guess it was last year, maybe a year before.
Last
And
year.
so I think everybody's happy with what's on there. But do we need to take into consideration anything else? I guess that's my question.
I would add all the material onto that list. That way we don't have to bring it up.
Well, see, and that's where I just want to understand and make sure that I understand what we're supposed to do. And because, for example, I had an area that eroded, and so I ordered actually, one truckload of rock last year that was not on that list. But that's all that I ordered, that's all that I needed. I mean, if we were to ask all these guys to bid every item that we could potentially use, and you're saying we can't use it unless it's on the list, then that creates a problem, I guess. That's why I want to get to an understanding of what needs to be on this list. Let's certainly get it on there. But what flexibility do we have in being able to select materials outside of what's in the bid if we need them for a specific, unique circumstance? If we need to come back to court to get that approved, that's fine, but that's what I want to understand as we move forward with this.
I know that we were advised by council to add all the products to the list to go out for bids. If we do use a new product, we can use it as long as it doesn't go over the 100,000. With that small amount, probably wouldn't happen, but that's what we were advised by council. So you can use the a new product as long as it doesn't go over the 100,000.
And if they're on the buy board, then all bets are off on everything. It doesn't need to be in the bid, and the 100,000 doesn't enter.
If we could get material through buy board altogether.
No. Well, but there are
Is
some
that
things like we
specific?
buy the Envirotech polymer.
Right. If it's through buy board, then we don't have to go through the bid process.
Okay,
So you can use Envirotex polymer.
Yeah.
Because it is on the buy board.
right. That's what I want to make sure that we're all clear and
There was some
understand.
confusion on that particular product when we first
Yes,
started.
because before we were told, well, we already spent 50,000. This was back when it was 50,000, but it's on the buy board. So what's the issue? I mean, it's a material also.
We just have to follow their buy board's procurement
Right.
policies. So doing the PO, having the PO, have the buy board contract number, do all their process.
Right.
All these co-op programs are a little bit different, so we really have to make sure that we're abiding by their procurement.
Yeah.
Okay, so if it's on there, we use it. If it's under 100,000 because we need something special,
If you're anticipating using a certain type of material, I would still put it on the bid packet, so that way it covers our basis. I mean, if it,
Well, right, yeah, understood. But however, with all the rain we had last year or through the winter months, there was no soil cover, and I had a big, giant, deep washout in the county road. So I put big riprap in there, which is not on our bids list. That's a one-time deal. I mean, basically, unless another one
Things
washes out.
happen. I mean, we can't,
Yeah, we just need to make sure we know what our flexibility is, and where it's rigid, we need to know where that is, and we'll do what we need to do.
and I'm not using as much as that asphalt product as I used to, but I will make sure that they get a bid turned in on it.
and I will be sending out an email to send y'all the list of all the items, so that way we can start getting that bid packet prepared to be released next week.
And then on the bulk gasoline and diesel, have you all noticed that red dye diesel now is more expensive than clear?
Yes.
You want to bid red dye or just go straight to clear? I mean, it's not that much more. I mean, the advantage of using it because it was a little less expensive before has disappeared and dried up. So
so I would say we can still bid it, but.
I don't
order whatever
understand how
we-
that is,
we order.
since there's 44 cents a gallon
Worth of taxes. on
road
the
taxes.
Well, I guess they're charging more because look at your Midtex bill, or maybe I need to look at mine, but I can tell you, I've looked at it the last 2 or 3 cycles, and I order exactly 400 gallons every time, and the red dye is running about $2.50 more for 400 gallons than the clear. Just go back. I mean, that's fine if you want to bid it. I mean, I got no problem with that, but I just wanted to make sure everybody, or if you hadn't noticed that's.
It should be 44 cents a gallon less than the.
Well, you would think, but I guess they're charging a premium on it. I don't know.
Maybe because you're ordering such a small amount.
Shouldn't matter. Our bid price is our bid price. We're all paying the same thing. I mean, all the taxes are listed in that detailed bill that they.
We might need to question them on that.
I mean, that's a good point. It should be cheaper.
We need to question them on
Fuel prices are going to fluctuate based off of the rack price. The only thing that's not changing is our margin, the profit margin.
Right, but what Commissioner Perdola is saying is that rack price plus they're adding 44 cents tax, maybe, that they're not supposed to be adding. Because they still have to collect whatever taxes they're authorized to collect, which they've got to collect that federal tax. The state last year outlawed the state tax on fuel for counties. But they could be charging us for a tax. I guess what he's saying is that they shouldn't be. So that's where we need to look at that. I'll get with you after court.
There's supposed to be a 44 cent a gallon difference for the off-road fuel.
We'll look into that.
All right, there's a motion and a second. Call for the vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against? Ayes have it, motion passes. Agenda item number 26, again, we have Ms. Labus, interim county auditor, discussion only, distribution of the June 2026 auditor financial report.
This is going over our June finances. Going to be our revenue and our expenses, what we have in our bank accounts as of the 1st of June, and then our outstanding debt. And then the other report that I gave y'all, this is just a little bit of extra information. This is just showing where we were in comparison with our ad valorem taxes from last year compared to this year. That was asked last time that I presented the report, so I wanted to give y'all that data. So June of 25, we were at 99.7%. And the end of June this year, we're at 98.83% for collections for our ad valorem. I did run a report this morning as of today, and we currently at 100.15% of collection for ad valorem.
All right, Commissioners, any questions on that agenda for right now? None? Okay, we're going to move on to agenda item number 27, discuss and take action on the county bills. Ms. Labus.
Gave it to Mark.
Oh, well.
The bill total is $458,153.97.
All right, Commissioners, I'll entertain a motion to accept the bills.
Make a motion that we accept the bills as presented by the interim auditor in the amount of $458,153.97.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Aiken, seconded by Commissioner Perdola. Have any other discussion regarding this agenda item?
I got a question. We got almost $1,000 in toner, emergency management, and they have a contract for copier. Why do we have so much?
That too. That's actually just the line item. That is actually not, that's just the line item description. I looked at that too. But it's actually for office supply and for a screen, a monitor, a computer monitor.
All right, any other discussion before I call the vote? I'm calling for the vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against? Ayes have it, motion passes. Now we see the light at the end of the tunnel. Number 28, Commissioners Court A, announcements by Commissioners Court. B, status updates, information only. Commissioners, do we have any announcements for the Wilson County folks?
I got nothing today.
All right, Commissioners, good? All right. Any status updates, any road projects that y'all want the public to know about that y'all are doing? Okay.
Doing lots of shredding.
Lots of shredding, and you can't catch up, it don't seem like.
Okay, all right, guys.
If we can. For the budget calendar, I had sent a calendar out for all of y'all over the weekend. As far as budget workshops go, I don't know if y'all would want to discuss potential dates.
Why don't you email us and let us know it and give us some dates?
She sent an email out and about next court, or if we want to do it the following day. So, me personally, I would like to break it up a little bit after court and then the next day, because there's going to be a lot of discussion, I think. I don't think one day, 10 minutes per day, per person. I think there's going to be some discussion pieces in there.
I'd like to see it after court and then the
A
next.
little bit after court, break it up. That's just my opinion.
That'll work. Okay, you got the instructions. All right, motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner King, seconded by Commissioner Aiken. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against, we are adjourned, and it is 12:23 p.m.
He gave the second to me, but